Chris is so dope, a man with a watch looking like he broke the bank, but he promised me he's not. He said he got started from his wife and a pop's watch, face so fat the band had stretch marks. It shines so bright that you can see it from Mars. Man, he blinded me, reflecting headlights from the cars. He's got to be a rapper, baller, or a movie star, but nah, he's too humble to be all of the above. So he said, my name is Trap, oh, cause you bees in the trap. Nah, it ain't even like that, and he tilted his bull's cap. Introduced me to his wife, and she had one too. Wrist game so cold that she could build igloos out of nothing. They legit, they even bless their kids. Man, when they all stand in a row, they look like 4 Giotto rims. Tight like Tim's on a New York summer day. I just gotta be down, but he had to set me straight like.
Yo, what's happening, family? It's your boy Trap Vision 3D, man. Glad y'all here. Your boy out here on the front porch, man. Baking, boy. It's hot out here. It's hot. I thought it was a good idea to come outside and do this today, man, but I don't think this is a good idea. So, all right, got my chair over there. We got a couple of things out here with me, man. What up, Kyle? Let me welcome everybody. Godfather, what's going on, man? Kyle Cold as Ice, Rico, Fats, Hemi, Mike, all the usual suspects, man. Hey, so I got a chance to kick it with some of y'all on Instagram earlier. And since I talked to you guys, I've been to a graduation party and came out here and had to spray my porch down. We had spiders and spider webs and all kind of stuff. So I just cleaned my porch off. And we getting ready for my son's graduation, man. He graduates Wednesday. He made it to state. He placed 13th. Got a couple of scholarships, man. Dude's on fire right now, man. Dude is on fire. Let's see. Let me see what y'all talking about. Everyone. All right, so what I want to do today, man, if you read the title or saw the thumbnail, of course, I had one of my favorite watches. Oh, my bad. Watch of the day, man. Yep. If you call me on Instagram, I haven't changed watches. I thought about changing watches, but I said I had to keep this on because it's one of my favorites. But all of them are just about my favorites. So yeah, man. Appreciate it, Vic. Yeah, man. Tavon is he doing his thing, man. I'm proud of him, man. He just overcame a lot. All right, so me and Vic, I don't know if you guys know this or if you saw the thumbnail. Me and Vic are doing a show together, man. Tuesday. You know, we're gonna be pulling out a couple pieces, man. I'm gonna give you an example today of like how we're gonna do it, what we're gonna be talking about. But once we, you know, kind of drop our stories on our watches and like give you our perspective, we'll allow, you know, like if you want to come up and just kind of tell, you know, give us an idea of why you collect. I had mentioned I really want to have, you know, Kimon on. I want to have Godfather. I want to have you guys come on, Kyle. Even though you're the youngest, one of the youngest collectors in here, because there's some other people, other newbies that's following the channel. And again, if you follow the channel, follow along, go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you like the content. If not, if you think somebody may like this content, man, go ahead, drop it in their basket, let them know what's happening, and get them on over here. Okay, so you tell me, hey, Godfather, I'll hit you up. We'll talk, and it's either Tuesday or Sunday. But I will work with your schedule because I know everybody can't come on at this, you know, during certain times because of work or other obligations. But today, y'all, man, I want to just, you know, after talking to Vic, you guys know that on a regular basis, we are encouraging each other, if you will, enabling, whatever, on watches every day. It's an everyday thing, man. And I know we getting ready for tonight. Well, I figured Trap thinks I'm 25. Bro, you are, man. You young. You're a young man. Well, at least you look young. I don't know how old you are, Kyle, man. I know you young dude, though. Youngest, the newest. They up. Hey, same, bro. He said youngest and newest. Hey man, I had a what you call them things, man? When you had like a dream that this happened before. I had the dream. I had this conversation, man. Oh, I meant to talk to one of my buddies there. I had a crazy. You see, I'm almost 40, my man. Oh, you still a young man. You still a young man. You get there one day. It's almost 40. You ain't hit the 40-40 club, so you still a young man. Young Caleb, young warrior. We encourage with style. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, sir. So today, y'all, I brought out a couple pieces, man. But I want to give a shout out to my man Rico. He was out. I remember with like when the pandemic kicked off, my man Rico was like, you know what, I'm gonna fix trap up. So I like Dragon Ball Z. So he got me this type of style that he like, you know what I'm saying? Like an alternate version of Goku. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it looked like. Like he melted. That third eye. Yeah, man. But Rico sent me this, man. So the thing about that is I've been doing a lot of research, lately and watching how people move on their social media platforms. And even though we kick that thing out, when I say is it all started with a watch. It all started with a watch. And that's what this relationship has been, man. So let's look at the benefits of being a collector. First and foremost, I want to talk about this piece right here. That's Sabakwa number 4, blue label. My very first Sabakwa number 4. This probably, I don't have that many blue labels, so I think this is like my 5th blue label, 4th or 5th, one of the two. So I dedicate, like, this watch right here is, I actually wore this the day I found out that Guy had passed away. So this watch is dedicated to Guy, you know what I'm saying? And what I'm considering is I'm gonna see if they can do it. If a jeweler can actually put the date in there with Guy's name on it, you know what I'm saying? The day that I'm gonna say we celebrated his life. I'm gonna see if they could do that, if they could scribe that on the case back. But that's what that watch will forever be, the Guy Sabakwa number 4 in my collection. And I've dedicated, watches like that. So for another example is this right here, that graffiti. I know we just came off of graffiti battles. So check this out. I'm gonna tell you the significance of this one. My wife bought me this one because I had, man, dude, y'all remember when graffitis first came out? If you couldn't afford a $200 watch, you definitely weren't going to afford this one right here, man, because the graffiti was like $299, $300, and then don't even get into that what's that, Tria. Sheesh. That bad boy was hitting. And the moment I got this watch, I said, dude, I'm in there. I got my first graffiti piece. It's a bolt, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just check that out. Look at the construction of it. It's crazy, right? I know some people got like the cuss words on theirs. I got meow or whatever it is on it. And then I always say like that right there, like either blue feathers or that's like a Super Saiyan blue. Like if they got their hair caught or something like that, or Super Saiyan blue ponytail. And then, of course, that's my favorite part of it, that skull on it. But outside of the detail, this watch just, every time I look at it, there's two things going on. One is the fact that anybody that knows my wife know when she began, like she was buying me Invicta watches, but she literally said, I'm not a collector. I really don't get into the Invicta thing. That's not my thing. I collect purses. How many of y'all remember that? I know y'all remember that. Now she's just about like, okay, so she left, she's taking care of business right now, but she's gonna do an unboxing if she get back in time for, before I get off of air. She's gonna do an unboxing. She just got a watch in today. That's why I went live on Instagram earlier. Oh, nephew's in here. What's happening? So let's see. I want to make sure I'm wearing my limited blue label. Saying 7. What the 4? Is that what you're talking about, Kyle? You wish they still have the 4? DC has only 8 watches. Yeah, so maybe it's on a consignment deal. I don't know. But yeah, so like every time I look at this watch, I laugh. I say, you know what? I remember when my wife was saying, "Man, I'm not a collector. I'm not about to be collecting these watches. Watches is, I don't know. That's crazy." Yeah. Hold up, y'all hear that? I know y'all do. So every time I look at that watch, I think about, like she didn't want to collect watches. She said it was overrated. Please, out the window. And then I look at this piece right here. That one right there. Every time I look, hey, how you doing? Every time I look at this, man, I think about my man Rico, because I remember when Rico showed that cheetah print back in the day, and I was like, oh man, that thing is cool. What is that? So I've been collecting the coolers, man. Like I have a few of them. I have 5 of my collection, and I'm looking to grab those new ones that's coming out. They don't have the same design, but they have some new double open heart coolers coming out. So I'll probably be able to fill up an 8-slot dive case for coolers by the end of this year. Magnum. Item number for what? Hold up. What you talking about? Are y'all talking? Hey, question. I didn't look at my cooler like that one is a Tourbillon. That's on my list to get. Godfather is a Tourbillon watch. Meaning Tourbillon the cooler. I think those are cool. I think though by far though, this is probably one of the most interesting. With that crazy, that has that Ronda 7004 movement in it. I know Anwar has one of these too. I think they're pretty interesting, man. Pretty cool watches. But I started collecting because of Rico. He know that. Where you at, Rico? Oh, y'all talking model numbers. What is that? What is that model number to? 692094. I gotta get in the cooler. Hold on, who said that? I gotta get in the cooler. It will be a special one like Godfather's. Hey, you know what? They had, oh my gosh. So if you are in Invictus 757, dude, Jason finds that's all he does is scour the internet for watches, Invicta watches, of course. And he be finding me all type of deals, man. They had oh my gosh, what was it? What was the name of that one? It's a Coalition Force, but it has the red stamp on the back. Platinum Select. I don't know if it's still available, but I know I saw it yesterday. I think he sent me one. And I was like, dude, that's crazy. I just didn't, and I told Rico, I like the Platinum Select Coalition Force. I just didn't want it the gold version. I wanted that silver, but I don't know. Vic, you out here giving the wrong numbers out. All right, so I want to move along, man. What was that for Memorial Day? Had the opportunity to go on there with Godfather, chat with him on Kenny's platform, man. But after I got through with that, I had this watch. I didn't show it, but I may have shown it. This isn't an official military watch, man, at all. But I still consider this because it got the olive green. It does. And see this, man, DC bought me this just because she was like, okay, that's close enough, Army. I'm gonna get it for him because she know how I feel about it. And dude, this is one of my favorite timepieces. And again, you're gonna hear me say that a lot. What's up, Double D? Welcome in, man. So just like the title said, man, we're talking about watches, family, and the whole culture, man. Now, on that episode with Kenny, I got to display some of these things, man. And this, you know what was crazy? Like these challenge coins, I got to hear some good stuff from Godfather. Hey, what's going on, Kimon? I heard some great stories just listening. But again, it just takes me back to, and when you take a step back and think about this whole thing. After God's passing, look how many people hearts were broken, man, and just tore up. And a lot of us never met him. None of us. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say none of us. There's some that met him, but there's a lot of us that's never met him, man. But we all started our relationships based on a watch, and we just built on it. So that kind of flips that thing on its head when if I go through and I type in watch reviews, and I go to a YouTuber, a big YouTuber, a few of them, and they're giving their opinions on a watch, but then some of them go a bit further. Some of them, they'll go into the whole people that collect Invicta, man. Like, I know it's an old subject, man, but it'll still pop up on my timeline, and I'm like, oh gosh, what are they saying now? And I'm like, I don't feel like you missing out on something greater than just like your fancy watch, because for one, you'd never hear Trap say you shouldn't collect a Rolex because it's $10,000. You can invest that money in something else. Some people buy watches for investment. And when I was on Vern's junk closet, there was somebody in her audience asked me, do we collect, like Invicta collectors, they said, do you guys buy those for investment pieces? Absolutely not. Some people want a lot though. I've been on eBay, and you may be a seller that's in here, man. I'm gonna just tell you flat out. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Now, it's not this, but it's one like this, right? Just take all the graffiti off, but it's a Bolt Zeus. Somebody wants $695 for that Bolt Zeus, and it's a Z60. Now, Z60 is the most common Ronda movement that's out there that Invicta uses. And a lot of us are saying this, hey, I really don't want to buy another Z60. I don't. However, like I told Vic today, there are a couple of Magnums that's coming out, or remakes, that got the Z60 in it, and I would get them because those Magnums, man, the colorways are perfect to me, and that's just, I'm like, hey, I don't mind. I'm getting it. And I rock, do I have any out here with me? I don't have any out here with me. Like the VD movements, I mean, it's still a Seiko movement. It's made by the TMI company. They're pretty stout, pretty accurate for quartz watches, and it is what it is. And I'm not saying that, hey, y'all, you should wait and hold out to get the Sellita, the R150s. It's personal preference, and this is what me and Vic is going to jump into Tuesday. We're going to cover so much, man, and I'm going to do this with everybody that wants to come up. Everybody that wants to come up. Let me see. Wanting and getting are two very different things. True. Hey, now, before I jump off to the next segment, I just want to show you this real quick. And I've shown you guys this before. Look at all these beads. Now, these beads are created by 5 different bead makers. I got 5 different bead makers in this, like in these collections, in all these different collections. 5 that I've dealt with. And I would have never found out who they were if it hadn't been for the watch. When I was in selling jewelry, that was really like just based on that. I used to sell watches, and I said, hey, you ever thought about getting like some jewelry to go with that? And the guy was like, what? Jewelry? He was like, man, don't wear jewelry. I said, bro. And I showed him, I was like, hey, if you got a moment, I'm going to show you something. And I opened my page up, and it wasn't just, well, I guess he'd start following, but it wasn't to get him to follow. I just wanted to show him an example of people wear watches, beaded jewelry, the leather jewelry, the bracelets and all kind of stuff, man, that just match their watch. And I would always get like a secondary sale, because when you're doing retail, if you sell one watch, you want to sell like some other type of product with it, because if the point of sale system, all that stuff, it helps you get promoted and all the other whatnots. But hold up. Let me see what this is. That new Shaq piece I got has a Z60 movement. Isn't the only reason for purchase for me. It's a combination of everything that goes into the watch. Put that comment up there. Yeah. And this is what I'm going to do. Give me just a second, y'all. I'll open this up. If anybody wants to come up and talk about, you know what I'm saying, like whatever watch they have. This is just a prequel to what me and Vic's going to do. But I wanted to show you something else, man. I was talking to a collector last night, and we were having a discussion about everything that goes along with watch collecting. Case in point, these are a bit old, but like I got these a few years ago. Keep them in a box. I try to keep them as clean as possible. I pulled these out for the cruise. I won one time with a watch. Once that event was over, I took these bad boys off, put them back in the box in my room, brought them back here to Indiana, and they've been in the box ever since. I haven't put them back on. I'll bring them back out next month and just rock them with a different watch. Matter of fact, I'm going to see what watch I can get to go with this. You know what I'm saying? Those up-tempos for the Scottie Pippens. You see his number on the back. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, you see his number. Yeah, and I know Griffey's just dropped something. Man, I ain't the Griffey's in a minute, man. I almost bought them. But I'll be honest with you. I sometimes like dropping $200 to $300 on a pair of shoes, and then I can buy a watch with that too. Like, just depends. I mean, I got a lot of watches though. I got a lot of watches, so I don't necessarily have to buy another watch right now. I could get a pair of shoes, man. But again, as we started opening up and going back to doing stuff, vacation and stuff like that, I really didn't have a need for any shoes. Would you be mad if I stepped on your toe? Right now, yeah, you can step on my toe. Please don't do it when I got those on, though. Please don't do it, man. But to answer your question, hit me. I'm not that type, man. I'll be like, good grief, bro. Hey, man, I got somebody special coming to the stream. But to answer your question, hit me. Yo, Godfather, what's happening, baby?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? How everybody doing today?
Man, I got the Godfather up in the building. What's happening?
I thought I would just step up in here, you know, and you know, let you know, Trap, you know, the platforms that you do with the, you know, with the folks coming on talking about their watches, the verses, the family. I mean, this is a great platform for everybody to, you know, as we said before, to get in and learn about each other. We talked about going on the cruise, and because we didn't have the cruise last year, you know, or I should say this year we didn't have the cruise.
Right.
So this gives people the opportunity just to meet the I guess the people behind the names that they hear about all the time. You know, who's Trap, who's Godfather, who's Vic. You know, why do they call Vic Magnum Vic? Why do they call Kevin Venom Kevin? This gives people the opportunity to learn who we are and see, you know, who we are, other than a little tiny thumbnail that they see in the chat and everything like that, you know?
Yeah, man. And I have to tell you, Godfather, man, like my whole perspective on this watch collecting as of late, and I'm gonna tell you, to be honest, after I heard about God, my heart was broken into like 1,000 pieces, man. Like when I called in the shop, I said what I had to say, and I had to get off, man, because I was about to go, man. I'm like, dude, I turned like it was heartbroken because I'm like, man, it just happened all of a sudden, man. And it also put me in that perspective, like, I can't take this for granted. No, man. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, all of you guys, I can't take that for granted.
And I mean, you beat me by a split second, because I'm sitting up there dialing, you know, and I'm waiting. I'm actually talking, and then I hear, oh yeah, well, we got you know Travis coming on and everything like that. So I thought, hey, look, I'll just go ahead and hang up because I know what he's going to do and stuff. So it don't make no sense for all of us to call in and try to, you know, push this through and make the evening sad for everybody. And, you know, as I said in the chat, you know, the other day, it was like, I don't think Guy would want us to mourn his passing. He want us to celebrate his life. Just like my family, you know, we everybody who's had, you know, people have passed, and you know you're sad that they're gone. Okay, but you really do not want to, you know, mourn their passing, because then you're going to be in mourning forever. So you celebrate their life, celebrate what makes them who they were, what makes them, you know, how they had an impact on your life, okay, as to what they did for you, you know. And with Guy, never met the man, okay, watched his videos, loved the way that he would just sing and be himself, talk with him in the chat and everything like that. And, you know, it's like I knew the man.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like hey, you know, every day I see you, I'm talking to you and everything like that. We're just good friends, you know. And as you said, it all started with a watch, you know. Yeah. It's like, look, we came for the watch, we stayed for this family.
Yeah.
Okay. And this family is beyond precious. Okay. Now, I know I am not the oldest of the collectors, okay, but you know, everybody's been talking. I feel that I am the one who's been collecting the longest. You know, I started in 1991 when they came back on the scene, and you know, my first Invicta, I still have it 30 years later, and it still works. You know, it keeps time to, you know, what I like. You know, somebody might say, well, hey, it loses a minute every month. Okay, let me adjust it that 1 minute. It's not going to make any difference if I lose a minute a month. You know what? I'll make it up the next month. You know, that's a minute more I have to my life to be able to enjoy with, you know, family and friends right here. This Invicta family. You know, we talked about, say, hey, this was an Invicta community, okay? And it's like, no, this is not a community, okay? A community is where you got everybody living, but not everybody is doing the same thing. This here is the Invicta family, you know, and that's pretty much all I got to say on that. Like I said, you know, when we were on Kenny's show and we talked about our military career, you know, you say I had some great stories. You have some great stories too, man. We all have great stories. We all have a lot of stories, and we just did not have enough time to go into it all, you know.
Right.
I mean, the talking. I mean, let me tell you something. Talking with you, man, we can sit up there and we'd be talking all day long. Okay,
You remember
like,
the tunes. You remember the tunes.
You know, it's like my brother. I called my brother up, you know, to ask him a simple question. And, you know, 2 hours later, we're getting off the phone. It's like, man, I just called you for this one thing. It's just, that's how we are. Okay. Yeah. We call for one thing and the conversation is good. You know, the camaraderie, the passion, and the fact that when we talk about what we like, we are not judged by others. Okay. Yeah. Nobody comes here to judge who you are, what you like, and they're not going to turn around and comment on what you don't like. If you don't like something, that is fine. Earlier, you talked about that Sand 6 with that's supposed to come out with the R150 and the Dragon cutout. Okay, now.
I know you don't like that Dragon cutout.
I don't like the Dragon cutout. I like the Dragon. Okay, I love the Dragon. That's one thing that kept me from getting the Sand 6. I mean, that SAS. Okay, right. I didn't get the SAS because of the Dragon cutout. Yeah, it had the R150, but it's like, you know, they should have just left it like they did this one on the Sub-Aqua Noma 3, okay, where they had sort of a platinum-ish mother of pearl, and the dragon was done in red.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
So I have that one. So if they had done something like that with that SAS, or do something like that one with this Sand 6, you know, I would be all over it, you know. Now, if they make the Sand 6, let's say they decide to do a platinum dial with the Dragon cutout, I would consider it more, you know, than I would the Dark Mother of Pearl.
Dark Mother of Pearl, yeah.
I get the Dark Mother of Pearl, but don't put the cutout in it. You know, throw something else on there or whatever. Right, but a lighter Mother of Pearl, like a platinum, I might get up there and say, hey, you know, let me think about this. is close to what I want to do and stuff like that, I can deal with that. But the cutout, no, I'm gonna leave that to you guys.
And you know what's funny is I remember you saying that, and listen, the thing about it is, it's one of those when you hear it, it's not that you get offended at all. It's like, okay, Godfather don't like that. I really like it. I
Yeah.
want it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you'll see something that you like. I'm like, it really just what you say. It's not slapping me in the face. So
Exactly.
I'm a pass on that. But look, Godfather love it, and I guarantee you this: if there's a watch that I wouldn't put in my collection, but you got it in yours, you do an expo, I'm going to look at it and marvel over every last one of your pieces.
Yes.
Right
Yes.
out. That's just the way it is.
Definitely. You know, and you don't, you know, while I like the watch, okay, it's not for me. It's not smacking me in the face, you know. And like you guys have heard me say that all the time. Okay, it's if it smacks me in the face, I'm getting it hands down. Somebody else may not like it, okay, but that's okay. We are all here not to like what everybody else likes. That's what makes us unique in our own presence. Okay,
Yep.
so it's like, you know, there are some watches out there, you know, now that hurt with the green band that you had, the olive green band there and everything like that. That green and black, I mean, that's nice. I really like it, but it's not for me.
Right.
I have one Herc and I like the way it feels, but when I look at it, sometimes it just feels a little too big, you know. Now, while my wrist is a hair bigger than Ryan's, you know, I'm just not as big in the arms, and it just looks weird on me, you know. So, and the fact that, you know, the fact that I turn around and wear my watch on the underside of my wrist,
Right.
what makes me even really is okay. So I got this thing, bang, 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 bang. It's like, no. So, you know, I definitely is a you know, a little bit more particular about, you know, the watches I get and everything because of the way I wear the watch. So where you know, most people will not look at watches based on the way they wear it. Right. You know, we look at watches based on the dial, based on the movement, based on the finish and everything like that. I'm the oddball. I have to look at it at the way I wear it. And there's been a couple of times that I've texted Ryan and say, hey, send me a picture of that watch with it on the underside of your wrist so I can see how high it's sitting up, you know?
Yeah. So yeah, I get that, man. You know, and these are things that me and Vic, I put that up on the screen earlier. Me and Vic we're gonna actually dive into this. Vic's gonna pull out 5 watches. I'm gonna pull out 5 watches, and we're gonna have a discussion about, you know, the watches that we chose, why we chose them. Earlier today on Instagram, I know I saw you in there.
Yeah.
One of the discussions I have, even with people at my job, man, is why. That I get this, like, why do you collect that particular watch? You know what I'm saying? Why do you like them so big? You know, like, dude, you know, I had one of the, it wasn't my customer. I can't remember what watch I had on, but he said, that is a big watch. He said, dude, you got to be pumping iron. He looked, he said, okay, your arms are pretty big. He said, so I see, like, you got to use a lot of energy to keep that watch up. I said, I don't, honestly. You know, you can tell the difference if you want a 39mm watch and then you throw this bad boy on, you'll feel it different. It's top heavy. But as you wear these watches, so for example, I don't notice the weight of this watch until I like actually think about it. Like, okay, all right, I see it. It's heavy, whatever. But I'm accustomed to wearing these watches, and
exactly.
I just love looking down. Like, hold up, I'm gonna show you guys this watch, man, because I pointed this out earlier. Vic and my wife picked this out for me for Christmas, and I'm gonna tell you, like the dials in it, man. I call it like the Crayola box in there, because they got all kind of colors in there, yellow, green, red, and even when the sunlight hit it, there's different hues. I seen a pink. It reflected pink. I was like, where's pink in there? What is going on? It was crazy, man. But I still say this. I can't tell anybody what to collect. You know, of course, we always talk about enabling and stuff like that, man. I'm gladly. I love it when you guys post your watches. I told Kimon earlier, if you look, I just looked through all of his watches. They're all in the same direction. I said, man, Kimon must have like a cardboard cutout that he put his arm in and take that picture, man. Like that camera never moves. That is perfect. Perfect symmetry, man. I was like, but you know, he wore that the Magnum Pro Diver Magnum.
Yeah.
I don't have that in my collection, but just looking at it, I said, I want it. I want that watch just by looking at Kimon's picture.
The only thing that stopped me from getting that when it first came out was basically when I saw it on somebody's wrist. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, that is huge. It is not for me.
Yeah.
You know, if I wore it on the top of my wrist like everybody else, I could see that. You'd be like, yeah, you know, but I put that on the top of my wrist within about 30 seconds. I'm moving it to the other side, and then now I'm not comfortable. Now I'm taking it off, and I'm getting upset, you know. But that is a beautiful watch, you know. Mm-hmm. And just like the Magnum, that Magnum you got, that is nice. I have one Magnum in my collection, okay, without the cable on it.
Right.
And I love it, and I bought it for the simple fact that it did smack me in my face. It was, you know, unique in the design. I like the white with the light blue on it. You know, it checked all the boxes for me. And then I got it and I put it on, and I've had it on maybe about 15 to 20 times. Mm-hmm. You know, I like the way it feels, but I have to wear it during certain times. In other words, if I'm going to work and I work with computers, okay, computers and servers. And if I know I'm going into the server room, I can't wear that watch. Okay, because in my hand, it's not going to fit into areas that I need it to fit in.
Right.
So it's got to be worn at a certain time. Now, would I give up that watch? No, not at all. Okay, and it's not the fact that it's the only one I have. It's the fact that it still smacks me in the face. So, you know, if I look at my watch and it continues to smack me in my face, I'm not giving it up, you know? Yeah, and I had my granddaughter now. I got 3 grandkids. The youngest one, she just loves my watches. The other 2, they like the watches. The youngest one, you know, she goes in and she'll look at, when they come over, she'll go in and she likes all the ones that have the dragons on it, you know? And her thing is, she's like, they call me OG, okay? Mm-hmm. And she's like, OG, says, you keep saying that, you know, these watches smacked you in the face. I said, yeah, so that's why I got her. She says, come closer. I said, what? She says, I like this watch. And then she smacks me in the face, you know? It's like, it's like, oh, so do you like me? I said, baby girl, I love you. Okay. Go on, you know? But hey, everybody has their own reason for liking the watch. Okay.
You know what, Godfather? I'm gonna show you a watch that I bought. You know, I normally buy my watches from a shop. I'm gonna say 90% of my watches come from shop. Mm-hmm. You know, every once in a while I get some from Invicta stores. You know, they have been doing great by shipping lately. So I'm fixed on that. But I actually bought this from a jewelry store.
That's nice. The Coalition Forces with the abalone. Yeah.
Yep. And this is the watch that I started my show with. My very first show I started this with. And I tell you what.
Beautiful.
I know that they got the Coalition Force with the diamonds around it. And I will repeat this watch. I'm going to tell you why I have it. I want to keep this original. I want to keep this the like one of one in my collection. I don't even want to like duplicate another one. Even though like I really, cause like I'm gonna tell you something. DC was like, "Do you want the Coalition Force with the diamonds?" She was gonna get it from me, and I said, "I do, but I can't." I mean, because I feel like if I get that one, this one is less special.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and that's just the way I feel. I don't want another one of these types of watches. Mm-hmm. Now, I get any other type of Coalition Force, but this one has to remain solo dolo in my collection. I could never duplicate it. And that's just what it is, man. Even if it stopped working, I'm just gonna send it off to get fixed and maybe have PK Horology put another movement in it. But yeah, this go. I mean, it just, you know, Justin Zimmer, he showed this watch years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And when he did this, he said that tank tread, and I love tanks. Y'all,
Yep.
I don't know if y'all know, I love tanks. Love them. And I said, I'm sold. I want it. I couldn't afford it from Shop HQ. Well, it was Evine at the time. I couldn't afford it. And I don't believe the jewelry store knew exactly what they had. I paid $120 for this watch.
Oh, you got a good deal. You got a good. They didn't know what they had. They didn't know
what they had, bro. They didn't know what they had because when Justin and them brought this watch out, I think it was $259. It was $259 or something like that. I think it was $250 or $259. I grabbed this for $120 at Zales. Because Zales was doing Invicta, and they was like, hey, we got a 25% off, and you're a veteran, so we got a veteran thing off. I was like,
yep.
How much is the watch? Say out the door, it's $121. I was like, so let me get it. Let me get it. Yep. And it's been in my collection ever since. I was working at the jewelry store. The battery died. I put a new battery in it myself. Speaking of which, you know what? So I'm sitting here talking about it. This is going off, putting this bad boy on.
I mean, I like the Coalition Forces. I like the style, the design. You know, I like the one they had with the diamonds and the sandstone. But I would prefer it if they had it where the diamonds wasn't on the bezel. I bought one with the diamonds on the bezel, and you know, I like it and everything like that. But I can't see buying a whole lot of watches with the diamonds on the bezel because, see, I'm gonna get upset if I lose a diamond. You know, I am going to get
something, Godfather. How many diamond pieces do you have in your collection?
Well, I got one full diamond. That would be the Chaos that I got on the cruise.
Okay. So you have that one pave. Okay.
Right. And then I have the, well, wait a minute. I have the Pro Diver, the one with the R150 with the diamonds on the bezel.
Okay.
And the rest of them are just diamond accents.
Diamond accents. Okay. So you don't like the pave, and you've been collecting since 91.
Yep.
And you got a pretty decent, I'll say you paced yourself tremendously since 91, because I know there's collectors that's been, been collecting since 2015.
Oh,
and they got like 500 or 600 watches, you know what I'm saying? And the diamonds, they never moved you? Is that why you never got them? Or what was your whole idea behind it? Like why you wouldn't get a lot of diamonds?
Yeah, it just didn't appeal to me. I mean, it's flashy, and it's like the fact of how I wear my watches. Nobody's going to see the diamonds anyway, other than me. And they just didn't smack me. Now the Chaos, the Chaos itself smacked me in the face. It was sitting up there touching me, smack, smack, smack. You want me. Hey, here's the Chaos and everything like that. And then, Ryan showed me the diamond one, and it smacked a little bit closer. Then when we were on the cruise, because I knew that I was going to get the Chaos with either the Meteorite or the Mother of Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I said, well, I'm going to get one of those. So when we were on the cruise and I saw him, and he let me put the diamond one on. Okay. So he let me put it on. I had it on my wrist, and I liked the way it looked. I liked the way it feel. It didn't seem flashy to me, even though that whole dial is nothing but pave diamonds. It, from a distance, it just looked like it could have been some type of sparkly dial. Didn't look like it was diamonds. So therefore, because it didn't jump out like that, it really smacked me in the face. I said, okay, yeah, I'm getting it. As a matter of fact, when I was trying it on, because he was with his then fiance Merritt. Okay. Yeah. So I'm trying it on and everything like that. And a couple of people came up to Ryan, and Ryan, he doesn't take, pictures without a watch. So I gave him my Diamond Elite that he was using while I was putting on the Chaos. So Mary said, you like that? I said, yeah. She says, run. I took off running one direction. Ryan got done with his picture. He looked at it, realized what he had, and ran in the opposite direction. Okay. So funny. I said, okay, yeah. I'm getting this watch. And then, of course, seeing the Meteorite and the Mother of Pearl. So I ended up getting all three of them from the cruise. So, but yeah, I'm not a one that's I got to have this diamond. I got to have this diamond.
Right.
the Pro Diver, which has the diamond on the bezel, the platinum mother of pearl dial, that always smacks me in the face. Okay, and then they had the R150, and then of course it came with the bracelet and the Stingray strap. And I was like, you know what? Can I deal with the diamond on the bezel? I was like, you know what? Let me give this a shot. So I got it. I put it on. It felt comfortable. I wore it a couple of days to work just to make sure I wasn't going to have any issues. None whatsoever. So, but I would prefer diamond accent versus a whole lot of diamond.
Versus, okay. All right. I mean, I was just curious. I mean, because everybody's different, man. So, you know, like you got the Bling brothers, man. And shout out to Flossin, man. My brother Tony White, he has a number of diamonds. And I'll tell you, I was looking at one. He had the S1 with the pave diamonds. That's one. It like the appearance of that watch reminds me. I'm not saying it looks like the Chaos, but like how you explained it, it just looked like maybe sandstone or something on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is nice. So it's a subtle diamond piece.
Correct.
And I'm like, I like that. And then I'm gonna tell you, I don't have a Grand S1. That thing's beefy. That thing is beefy. Oh gosh. I'm like, I would do that one. I would buy that watch. Throw it on. I don't care if I got a Z6. I really don't care about the movement in that one. I just want the build. I love the build of the S1. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of those ones where I'm like, I don't too much care about the movement, and I don't get. Only time I get wrapped up into the movement is when I'm wanting a very unique piece.
Correct.
You know.
Correct.
So, for example, the I think it's a Pro Diver, and it's gonna have the Salida 200 in it, and it's Blue Label. I think it's in stores right now in like a brick and mortar Invicta store, but it's not available on shop or Invicta.com, InvictaStores.com yet.
That's the one I kept talking about.
Yeah,
I kept talking about that. I kept asking Ryan, hey, when you guys are going to get this? When you going to Blue Label Grand Diver? Oh, with the SW200?
Yeah.
That is on my wish list to get and everything like that. So I was like, this bring it along. I already know. You know, you show it, I'm getting it. You don't have to try to enable me, encourage me with style, talk me into it. Just say you have it and I'm getting it, you know. So it's what we all do, you know. It's these watches, like you said, that Grand Diver. I've seen a couple of other ones that I like, but it's like they're not really talking to me. The Grand S1, I got the Grand S1 with the double open heart. Okay. They brought that one out after they brought out the Venom that they had, was it Bob? Remember they gave Bob the Venom?
Oh, yeah, the double open heart. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that, but it's like, I'm just not feeling that Venom because I know the way the Venom fits on my wrist. Right. When they came out with that S1, I was like, I'm getting that. Yeah, especially because it had the platinum mother of pearl. It's like, you got me right there. Platinum mother of pearl. You know, you want to get me to think about a watch? Throw a platinum mother of pearl in there, and now you have me thinking about it. Not saying I'm going to buy it, but you have me thinking. You know?
You know what? I can't remember the actual name of the watch he had. Bob had on it's one with high lume in it. It's one of those newer pieces. It was like a blue. It's a almost like a tropical blue. We got the green inlays, I believe it did. That watch was beautiful. I didn't get to see the actual lume, but just looking at the watch, I said I passed on it because looking at it on TV, I was like, it wasn't smacking me.
No.
But when I saw it on Bob's wrist, I was like, oh crap.
Yeah.
I want to watch.
Yeah, that's the one that has the lume on the side and the lume pieces in the strap.
Yeah. I saw that, and see, Bob has a lot of interesting pieces, and I know Bob would say he don't care about movement. He get what he what he like. He can buy what he like. You know what I'm saying? And that's why everybody's different. You know, Kyle said it earlier, man. Like that's one of the best features about this family is we actually sat and had a discussion. You know, me and Bob talked. You know, I talked to Mr. Blue Label, Patrick. Talked to who else was I talking to? Fats. You know what I'm saying? And I will tell you something. Fats collection that he brought, he had a bunch of diamond pieces in there, were beautiful. Beautiful. But for me, I want a couple diamond. I want a Pave diamond. But there's only two that really slap me in the face. That's a Sabakwa Noma 6 Pave and a Grand Diver Pave.
Yeah.
Them the only two really that just like grab a hold of me, say, buy me next time I come out, quit wasting time.
Yes.
and I'm so guilty of that, y'all. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna wait, because I've advised some of you guys, hold your horses, don't buy as soon as they come out. Some watches, I'm gonna tell you, you better get it. You better get it. I'm telling you, if this one, and I'll put it to you like this, best way I can tell you how you would know that's the piece. It's like what Godfather, if that piece just hits you in your throat, you're like, ooh, if you're doing one of these numbers,
yes.
If you can do it, if you can afford it that night, get it. I'm telling you.
Get it.
Because there are 5 pieces that I wasted time on this year. And they gone, y'all. They gone. I mean,
I'm thankful that because they didn't have a cruise this year, last year, after, from my birthday to the end of the year, I went on a frenzy. I mean, I was sitting up there buying. Yeah. And the fact that, a lot of the pieces were limited and everything like that. It's like, well, you know what? We're not having a cruise. This was cruise money. Ooh, this watch is on my wish list. Let me get this. Ooh, this watch is on my wish list. Let me get it. You got it available. It's on my list. Let me start crossing stuff off.
Yep.
Now, if we had the cruise, then it's a very good possibility I would not have bought all the watches that I did buy.
True.
I would have bought maybe 1/4 of it, if that. If you find something and it's a numbered limited edition, okay, a numbered limited piece, those are ones, especially a low number, those are the ones you want to try to jump on. If it smacks you in the face, you want to jump on those right away.
Right.
If it doesn't smack you in the face, wait. When they bring out the second group of it, that might smack you in the face. You might, let me get that, And, like you said, we talk about movements. And Vic had asked one time when I was on with John, a specific movement will not stop me from buying a watch. Okay? Not going to stop me from buying a watch that I like. The dial, okay, the dial or the dial material will stop me. Like I said, that cutout dragon, it's like, I like the watch, especially when they're going to come out with the Sand 6. It's like, I like that. I like the Sand 6 styling, but the cutout is just, it's like a swing and a miss.
Shout out to Sean John for just walking up in the building. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
Hey, he said, I did the same thing. Godfather went wild after the cruise. And Vic said he dropped the ball on the Deadpool mag. And it's never been back. Now, if anybody's been following Invicta group page, which I've been on this thing every other day, if not every day, the Deadpool Magnum is supposed to be coming back. They're supposed to be bringing back a number of Magnums. Now, they're saying new arrival. Some are saying coming soon. But what I've noticed, I don't have it out. Oh, wait. I think they changed it a few days ago. But this was saying coming soon. I just showed you guys this. But I have it in my hand. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like it's saying coming soon. So I think
coming soon to other people.
You're right. I'm like, man, dude. And see, I know we try to move a certain type of way because I'm like, hey, is anybody close to a store? Anybody? I'm like, hey, if you got 6 collectors that's about to go to a store or 5 collectors, I'm like, hey, look, I'll put it to you like this. If you're about to walk into a store and they got a watch that saying coming soon, hit me up right then and there. I cash app you and y'all just buy the piece. You will have the money as soon as I hit send. That's like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? And ship it. I'll pay for the shipping. I get it back because I got the VIP, baby.
There you go. that VIP is one of the best things that they came out with and stuff. And I actually signed up for that right before our 2020 cruise. So the shipping now. What got me to buy the 3 Chaos? Number one, okay, they gave us such a great deal on it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I said, well, you know what? I got the VIP, so I'm gonna get 5% back off of what I just spent. You know, so it's like made them even, you know, more, you know, attractive to me. And it's like, hey, it's costing me less money. Yeah.
And this turned into a mukbang because I ain't ate yet. So
Hey, hey, go ahead, munch, man, munch. You know.
hey, so what I wanted to do was really when we went to Virginia, we wanted to come down to your house.
Hey,
And thank you. We wanted to come down to your house, man. But it was so much stuff going on. So we're planning to come back out. And I need to go so many places. I ain't been up to New York yet. You know, Georgia has an event coming up. I want to be fair because I went to Atlanta's event back in 2019.
right.
Of course, 2020, we were shut down. And now my first event out, I go to VA. They got one up in Yonkers coming up on the 26th.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to go to that, but they're having, I think it's going to be in several stores.
Yeah, yeah.
Had to make down to Florida, back to Florida. I mean, I tell you what, I don't play the lottery. I did at one point, but I feel like I need to like go ahead and hit like $2 or $3 million so I can travel, bro. Because
hey, you need those.
I definitely, if I could do that, I will be at every event, man. I'll be going to this event, flying out to the next one, going back and forth, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even just to buy watches, man.
No.
Man, y'all saw the video, bro. When I walked in there and I was like, hey, yo.
Yeah.
Everybody went crazy.
Everybody wasn't expecting it, man.
Bro,
Yeah,
that was the sweetest thing ever, bro.
Yeah, it's basically number one, it was unexpected for you showing up, okay? And the fact that, you know, people respect you so much that when you did show up, they gave you much love, okay? Bro. And here's the thing, okay? Like I said, I was going to be there, and the good thing about me not going up, this is the only good thing, is that I would have missed you because I would have left a little early so that I can drive back down here and I knew what kind of weather we were going to have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I am thankful. Well, I'm not thankful, but you know, hey, you know, the sewer backed up in my house, got that clear, but the fact that I didn't miss you, you know, I got to see you, hey, live going in. Hey, that's fantastic. Dang. I said, you know what? I would have missed him if I was up there. You know, because the surprise visits and stuff that. Surprise visits are great. I'll tell anybody, surprise visits are great. However, if you're coming to visit me, all right, I like to put on a spread. So if you showing up at my house, okay, it could be a surprise to everybody else. You know, you just give me 2 days notice. I got to go out and get them ribs and get them seasoned up and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I can't go the day of. Well, I can go the day of and get ribs. I can't season them up that day and have them taste like everybody expect them to taste.
Hey,
you know?
Godfather, when we come back, I'm gonna let you know a week before we go. When we come up there, bro, that's a trip I definitely got to make again.
Definitely, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, that hospitality was second to none, man. Invictus 757, 202, and Floston, they made my week. You know, like. It was one of those where like you're crying when you're going back home.
Yeah,
you know, like when you go to camp as a kid and you're like, I don't want to go home.
I don't want to go home. Don't want to go home.
I'm driving like, man, I'm looking over at Tamika like, man, I wish I could stay. I said, I should go play the lottery or something.
And the trip going back seems a whole lot longer because you're feeling sad. Like, oh man, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. And the trip is just a whole lot longer. Like when I get off the cruise and stuff like that, you meet the people and stuff. Man, you know, I get on a plane and I know the plane's like a 2-hour flight, but it's like, why does the 2-hour flight seem like it's taking forever? You know?
man, and I'll tell you what, you know that feeling you get right before the cruise. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna share this with y'all, bro, because I got y'all here. When we know a cruise is happening. I never forget in June when they hit us up, they said, hey, previous cruisers, we're giving you the opportunity to get your rooms now. DC hits me up. She said, Trap. She called me on my work. She said, Trap. They opened up the cruise. I said, oh, Oh Lord, hurry up, get it. I don't care what it is. Just get a room, get them all. Let's go.
Yep,
So
yep.
he gets the room, and now the long wait. And now you every month. And in my mind, I said, okay, when we like 3 to 4 months out, I'm gonna start dropping those how to pack cruises and all this other stuff, man. But like, I'm getting my piece together, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. For me getting on a cruise, I'm prepping 6 months out. I got my suitcase out, and I'm like, all right, I already got my underwear. When I'm at the boot, got all that stuff, the underwear and socks. That's sitting there. Now I just got to get the, the clothes together. Like, all right, what I'm gonna wear, and I'm looking at the pieces. I said, all right, I got another month, and then I start putting people. There we go. Then you on Shop HQ looking at watches, like,
that would be nice to have on the cruise. Yeah. So.
And then you try not to buy as many watches prior to going to the cruise because there's gonna be some watches on the cruise.
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you something. That 2 weeks before, for me, 2 weeks before is long and grueling. It seemed like the longest 2 weeks ever. It's like I ain't gonna never get to this cruise. I'm mad. Customers coming in. Hey, how you doing? Shut up. Get your car and get on up out of here. But that flight, I'm sitting there. I'm looking at the ticket. I gotta get a lady my ticket. Here, I'm ready to get on the plane. She said, hey, take all this off. Plate, make sure no belt. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's right. And it's the people in there. They're looking at the cases. They're like, you're one of them Invicta people, aren't you? Hey, how many watches you got in that case? And I popped the case up. And they said, oh my gosh, those are beautiful. Yeah. And we ran into a family that was going on a cruise too.
Right.
There was 2 ladies and a guy. And she looked at me. She said, you going on that cruise, ain't you? I said, yes, ma'am. How you know? She said, because we going too. And she showing up watching. We sit there talking. Man, that flight, I'm sitting there, man. I'm so anxious. And then I get to the rental car place. I'm anxious. But, I always drop the family out first so I can take the rental car back. But, oh, boy, coming down that ramp, getting to that ship, I'm like, oh, my gosh. I wonder if that's the same feeling wrestlers get when they come down, like, for WrestleMania.
It's good possibility, man. Good possibility. Like I said, the anxiety and the excitement. It's like I'm standing in line out there waiting for them to open up the door so we can go on in and get into the waiting area and stuff. And then I'm meeting people that I met, from the other cruises and stuff. And we're talking like, so what you got, man? What you bring? It's like, and like you're sitting up. I'm putting out all my stuff now. My biggest thing is, okay, I'm not a showboat. So I bring watches to wear. And of course, nobody really knows what I'm wearing because nobody can see my watch.
Right.
So, people have a tendency just to leave me alone. I got that's going to change on the next cruise and stuff. Go, oh, you Godfather. Yeah, we gotta get with you and stuff, But it's like my biggest thing is when I'm going on a cruise, you get all the clothes together. Now get my watches and stuff like that. But my biggest thing is getting my camera equipment together. I gotta have my camera equipment. I got to have memories of the cruise. You got people who will go on a cruise. You've been on a cruise there. You're there for 3, 4, 7 days, whatever. You get back off the cruise. You talk about how good of a time you had. And people are saying, let me see some pictures. And you don't have a single picture to your name. As a matter of fact, you don't even know people who know you that has pictures of you because they were hanging out with you, not taking pictures. Okay. I was taking pictures of everything and anything, and Dickerson, I know you still up in here. Stop taking pictures of the back of my head, man. You can come up and talk to me. You ain't got to be afraid, man. Just come on up. Hey, Godfather, can I get a picture with you? You're taking the pictures of the back of my head while I'm looking at the stage and stuff like that, man.
That's funny, man. That's too funny, man. But, it was just that anticipation. And then when you finally get on a cruise, man, again, I don't know if like when John Cena walked out for WrestleMania, his very first WrestleMania, how he felt the energy. It was so much energy when I walked on that cruise. And man. I will never forget. My first cruise, didn't know what to expect.
Right.
And I said, this is nice. This is dope. We talked about it the whole year. And then I was like, okay. So like that's what what sparked me. I was like, I'm going to start a YouTube channel and just tell everybody about these
Well, yeah.
people. These people are amazing. And 2019 cruise come around, I'm
Mhm.
loving it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, this
yeah,
is
yeah.
crazy. But it was that 2020 cruise.
To me, that was the best, man. I've been on all four cruises, and the excitement, the anticipation, the the way the cruise was handled and everything like that. This got better and better and better. But the 2020 cruise, they did everything a little different, you
Yeah.
know. But the fact of meeting so many people that I talked to in passing, on the other cruises and stuff like that. Now it was a little bit more than just in passing. It's like, hey, it's like, matter of fact, the second cruise I went on had this young lady, Penny, right?
Hmm.
Now we have been talking in Victor cruises and everything like that, and I told people, yeah, I said you'll be able to spot me. My thing is, I'm the guy with the big camera and wearing the Invicta watch. I tell everybody that. So here we are walking along the corridors, and we're in the area where the elevator is, and
Okay.
she's like, "You the Godfather, right?" Now, at first, you know, I so much noise. I thought I heard her say, "You the photographer." I said, no, no. She says, you're not? I said, wait a minute. Did you ask if I was the photographer? She says, no. I said, you're the Godfather. Said, yeah, I'm the Godfather. Oh, hi, how you doing? And then, like I said, things got better. The 2020 cruise, the fact that I put myself out there more.
Hmm.
Okay. I put myself out there more just to meet the people that I've been chatting with in the chats, on
Yeah.
YouTube and stuff like that, on Facebook. So I put myself out there to say, you know what? I want this year to be a better cruise. And, I went to the pre-party the day before. I met John and Christy, met
Hmm.
Kenny, met a few other folks and stuff like that. And then the day of the cruise, I'm on the cruise ship, and I see people that I knew. I talked to them. Then I saw you coming up the stairs with that drink in your hand. Okay. I was like, okay. I said, that's Trap. I got to go up there and introduce. I said, Trap's a cool guy. I could tell by, his stuff and his content and everything. So I want to introduce myself. And the fact, you know, you get people, hey, I'm God. Hey, how you doing? They go shake your hand and stuff like that. They got a drink in one hand, shaking your hand with the other. You put your drink down. Okay, you said, hold up. You put the drink down. You made sure your hands were dry and clean,
Hmm.
and you reached out. Okay, to me, that was much respect. I said, this man has shown me a lot of. He don't know me from Adam. He knows the name. Okay, but it says this is the respect that this man has shown me. This man deserves the respect back, and that's what I gave you. And then, like I said, every morning, man, there you are. Walking up, yo, man, what you doing up here as early as I am, stuff.
Bro, it's not a game, man. Like this, bro. Like I mean, the whole, just the essence of this show, the lifestyle.
Yep,
That is a lifestyle for me. Like every morning, I know that Vic is going to post his watch picture as soon as he get to work.
yep,
He gonna post his pictures, man, and I'm gonna look at it like, man, yup, Vic is on it. And it's times where I'm like, oh, I got the same watch on, and I'll leave a
yep,
comment or whatever, or I'll send in our private chat. And Dickerson, he posts some good pictures, man. Kimon posting pictures. Everybody is showing their pictures and their love,
yes,
passion
yes.
for this thing, right? And it's not even a showboating thing.
No, it's
It's
not.
just a way to keep in touch with each other. You know what I'm saying? And keep connected, man. And
Yep, yep,
that's why I feel like some of the content creators on this platform right now, you miss that. Now,
yes,
there has been some collectors within Invicta and Aragon and Esquifman that says, hey, I don't buy Invicta watches to like none of y'all. And I'm like,
yeah,
hey, that's what it is. I mean, I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna say nothing to you about that. I mean, that's just the way you feel.
Mhm.
But for the most part, everybody else, dude, like we're excited to talk to each other. We're excited,
Oh
you got
yeah,
the Victor
yeah,
757, you got Flossin, you have the Victor Cruisers, the Victor Holics, Club Invicta, the Victor Worldwide,
yep, yep.
go so on and so forth. A lot of us are in the same groups though.
Yeah.
It's like a couple 100,000 of us in the same group. And
Same
we'll
group.
post a picture. But I'm gonna tell you what, Bob will post his picture, and I'm attached to every last one of them. I just get all these notifications. Victor Cruz, Victor Hollis, Victor Worldwide, all of them. Bob. And I laugh. I'm like, man, Bob just dropped his picture on every. But again, you know how much dedication that takes?
Oh yeah.
Like I'm gonna just like Bob would just post in here, he'll post there, post there, and a lot of us are like that. You know what I'm saying? Like just that camaraderie, man. You can't beat it, bro.
And that's what it's all about. And I want to tell folks here in this chat right now, let you know. Listen, okay, you tag me in a picture, and I will go and I will like the picture. Now, just because I don't comment, okay, doesn't mean that he's not really liking it. He just liked it, but just for the, because I tagged. No, trust me, okay. I may not comment on a lot, okay, just because of what I may be doing at the particular time that it shows up in my notification. But every watch that these folks have been posting have been beautiful watches, okay. And there's been watches I look at and say, ooh, that's nice. That's looking better than it did when I first saw it, Maybe I might put that on my wish list. Or it might be said, oh, that's nice. Yeah, it's not me. But you know what? I could definitely see that person wearing that watch, A Magnum, I cannot see Vic wearing anything other than a Magnum.
Right.
Okay? I mean, he wear other watches. He turns around and post them. They look nice, but for some odd reason, I cannot picture Vic in anything but a Magnum.
Right.
Hey, yeah, you got that Pro Diver. Yeah, that looks nice. Now show me your Magnum. I know you just switched up already, all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You wore the Pro Diver for the picture. It's the afternoon. I know you put your Magnum on. Show me the Magnum. It's certain people that you see that now, you cannot see them in anything else but a particular watch.
I'll tell you this. I know Invicta has was it a Magnum Tria coming out?
Mm-hmm.
And when they debut that, I'm just saying this. If anybody from Invicta's watching this right now, or if you watch this in the future, Vic, if you don't give Vic that watch, if you give a Magnum Tria to anybody else, oh my gosh.
Yep.
You're either blind, selfish, or something. Because if anybody's gonna get a Magnum, it's Vic, bro. Like
it's Vic, yeah.
Vic is
let him get the first one out. Just hey, let's do a secret unboxing. We're gonna send this to Vic. He doesn't know what he's getting, but we all know. And that's just like, hey, I want them to put out their 30th anniversary Pro Diver because this is the 30th year. They came out in 1991. This is 30 years later. And I had already talked with Ryan, and he got the ideas and stuff like that. He said, what are you looking at? Like maybe a 44? I said, yeah. I said, we can do, a 44 or 46. 47 goes into the Grand Diver.
Yeah.
I said, I don't have a problem if you went with the original size of 40 because I'll wear a 40 in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people out there that will wear a 40. I said, for the simple fact, it's the 30th anniversary, So.
But see, the thing is, I have 3 40-millimeter pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to Pro Diver, yes, sir. So if they bring out a 30th anniversary in that, I'm on it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
but
yeah.
I honestly believe that they should do just like how you described it. If they did that in a 44-millimeter, I would be on that thing. Oh,
yes.
Gosh. And if they do it in a 40-millimeter at a 30th anniversary, I'm going to get it.
Yeah. And hey, Invicta, if you're out there listening now or later, I wouldn't mind if you actually send me mine a little early. We can do the secret unboxing with send me one. Yeah.
Right. Dude, it's certain people in within the Invicta community, in this family where what they wear. You know them by their pieces. You know what I'm saying? Like Godfather, everybody know like your Pro Diver collection is sick. I'm talking about sick. I remember because I still look at that. Like I go in your timeline and look, I'm like, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, let me see if I can go find this. I've been on eBay looking for some of the watches that you had, man. Because like at one point they had Selena movements going crazy, like Value movements going crazy in pro divers, man. I'm like, bring that back. Bring that back. I don't have to have a whole bunch of them. Let me get one.
Just get one.
Like, let me get one. That's where I'm at, man. Like, that's why I said I would never duplicate this. I'm not buying another model of this style. This is it, one and done. This will be the only one in my collection.
There you go. You know, that it makes it even more special when the watch is special to you, no matter what it looks like, you know, what type of dial or movement or anything like that there, you know. Like I said, my very first pro diver, okay, like I said, it still works. I still wear it and stuff like that. And, you know, most people will look at that and says, it's not all that. It's all that to me. You know, that is a grail piece to me because it is special. You know, it has a meaning to me for the simple fact that if it wasn't for the fact that I lost a Seiko, I would have bought that watch.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If I hadn't jumped out the airplane at that particular time, I wouldn't have lost the Seiko. I wouldn't have bought an Invicta. Okay. So
you probably got somebody that hated Victor, man. They's probably walking out there in the field.
What was that hit me? Is somebody shooting at me? It's like, no, man, it's just a watch.
I hate watches, man.
You know, why couldn't it have been a case with $1 million? They're gonna hit me with a watch or something.
Oh my gosh, man! You got somebody out right now. I got a hole in their hood, man. It's like, like I hate Seiko, stupid watches, man. Hey, but you know what? That's too funny, man. You know, what? Let me ask you this: What time? Because I didn't look. What time do shows come on tonight?
9 o'clock, I think.
9 o'clock. Okay. So we got.
I'll double check right now by doing this here. Pop, pop, pop. 9 o'clock.
Okay. All right, Vic. I see. Y'all be safe coming. And that's another thing. I need to get up there to Vic and them because they didn't been to Burger Barn and talked about Burger Barn so much to where I have to go.
Yeah.
I have to, like, that is a must. I got to go to that. But, you know, seeing that we got a number of people in here, you know, you got Double D. Everybody in here at some point, you know, like they start their collection for whatever reason.
Correct.
But we are all connected by watch, man. Like it started with the watch and just built into like this beautiful relationship between us all. And we get to celebrate life with each other. You know, we get to celebrate graduations, people get married, job promotion, all of that, you know, and especially like when you get a new watch. As soon as that watch come in, you're like, what you get? Oh man, that's nice. Even if it's not for you, you're just like, you're still happy for that person because you see the look on their face, you know, or like you can see like in their text, like, bro, this watch is phenomenal. I'm gonna tell you something. My guy Sabakwa 4.
Yep.
This watch right here, man, beautiful. It is
beautiful watch, man.
Beautiful, man. Like just looking at the dial, I will say Invicta did such an amazing job. Even the crown is crazy because the way I've never seen a crown that looked like that before.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The crown is different, bro. So like you just flash that down and then everything is screwed down. And the blue label on this is so rich. It's crazy. It's crazy. So like this is, I'll say it 1,000 times over, one of my favorite pieces, but that's a lot of my pieces are my favorite. That's just what it is, you know. So what I plan on doing, I want to have Rico, I want to have you up here. I'm working on a concept where, you know, we just sit back, you get whatever your favorite drink is, man. We just sit, you know, and that will be one of those, you'll bring one piece to the table. And you'll talk about that piece. Everybody have a chance to talk because I think I can have 6 people on here at one time. I can have 6 people one time piece. And you just, you know, we just gonna talk, man. We just don't talk about, like, for example, I haven't got a chance to wear this one yet.
Nice, nice.
And this is the one with the leather strap.
Mm-hmm.
Me and wifey, she got one as well. And I like that piece. I still got plans for it, I may not, I'm still gonna wear it, before the cruise, but like that may be one of those ones that I really wanna, like we had, when we have the nights we dress up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I wanna have some gaiters that match that watch.
Now that watch there, okay. This is what I see you in with that watch, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I see you in a sort of a blue, not a navy blue, but a blue suit, okay? Not too dark. You got to be able to see the blue, okay? Have on a white shirt, sort of an off-white, okay? Off-white shirt with a blue paisley tie, brown belt, brown shoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your watch band matches, and the watch and everything will match everything that you get. That's what I see when I look at that, man.
And I'm telling you, man, I think this is like number 14. But like, and I've been on this Jason Taylor kick, Godfather. I've been on this Jason Taylor kick like no another. And right now, I'll share this with you guys. My goal right now with the watches, I do want that Wolverine when it comes out. Whatever Wolverine piece I want. But my ultimate is I missed out on that Pro Diver, Jason Taylor. They got a Z6 in it, but it got the black spinels around it.
Right.
I missed out on that one. That's one that I want so bad. I was like, dude, I missed out. I will take that one. That will be like premiere for me.
Right.
The other one is that, like I said, that's Sabako number 6 with the Pave. I really want that. Now, the Grand Diver or Pro Diver, I think it's a Grand Diver. It's a Grand Diver with the diamonds in it. I can get that. It does slap me in the face, but like I can hold off on that one because I much rather get the Sabako 6 before I get that one.
Right.
But that dragon now, and the one that with the dragon, I will do that one. Or they have a combat black. I'm gonna tell you the only reason I didn't get that combat black 6. It has a master calendar, and I get it. It's a combat black. It's a master calendar. It was just as much. Shop had it. It was probably $40 cheaper than the diamond piece, and I was like, I don't know. I'm like, man, if it was $3.99, I would have done it. But I was like, I don't want to pay as much as like a diamond piece.
Correct.
I'm just looking. I'm just kind of weighing it there, and that's how I shop.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay,
definitely.
Should I get this one? Should I get that one? Like, the one with the dragon cutout, they got a Salida 200. I saw it in the as-is section. They got one in the as-is. It's not the black one though. It's the stainless steel and gold. I think it's two-tone. And they want $1,500 for it. And I'm like,
no.
I don't know why y'all as-is section so high. That's so. What's up, Mr. Hightower?
Yeah.
Man, how you been, man? Look, man, that's another name. He seen him. Oh,
in a minute.
There is another name that I haven't seen in a long time, man. I can't remember. Like, I even sent him something out before. I haven't talked to him in almost a year, if not a year. But there are some collectors that's not on the chat. They don't get on YouTube as much. They do Instagram. This guy his name is Dale. His wife's name is Jenny. The coolest people I've met. And a lot of I'll tell you what, if I showed you a picture of both of them right now, you would know exactly who I'm talking about. But he's been sick for the past, I don't know how long, because I've been texting him, calling him like, man, what's going on? Because I know, he was up in New York, and I was like, COVID was terrible.
Definitely.
And he finally hit me back about 3 weeks ago. He said, hey, Trap, I've been down. I've been in the hospital, man. I've been sick. I was like, oh my gosh, bro. Like, so all I can do is pray for you, man. Like,
that's it.
That's another person, man. Like, once I get to New York, Lord willing, man, I'm in there. I'm going to visit as many people as possible. And this is one of those things where I do need to be separate from, you know, a job. I'm not in that position where I can just up and go. You know, I have to be attached to the job, you know. But I'm still working on it. Godfather, I'm still working. Y'all, listen, I'm still working on making some type of move to where I can get that Sprinter van that I've been talking about, wrap it with, you know what I'm saying, the lifestyle, Trap Vision 3D, and actually having a mobile store in there to where I can set up like a pop-up shop and come to your city. That's still a dream of mine.
Hey man, you know, and there's nothing wrong with it. That is a great dream. You know, it's fantastic. I like the idea. You know, and like you said, you know, we have these folks that we don't see that often, but as long as we're able to keep in contact with them, you know, we know that they're okay. You know, like I said, you know, Mr. Hightower, we hadn't seen him in a while. You know, and I'm glad to know that he's, you know, back out here and he's doing okay. Yeah, and it's. Like I said, this is all about this, you know, this family. We care about each other and everything like that. And it does, you know, worry us when we don't see it, especially if we're used to you being around all the time. Then all of a sudden you're not there. People are wondering, is he all right? Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. So, you know, and now you talking about your Jason Taylor pieces.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, my first Jason Taylor piece, okay, was a Grand Diver, 47 millimeter Grand Diver. Okay, it was done in black, trimmed in gold, and it had diamond accents at the 12, 3, 6, and 9 o'clock position.
I got one. I got one.
And it's an automatic.
Yeah.
It's an automatic. Yep.
That was my first Jason Taylor piece.
Yep.
That was my first Jason Taylor piece. Mine is all black, man. That got black diamonds in it.
Yep.
That's crazy. That is so crazy, man.
And you, like I said, you got your little trim inside with a bit of gold and stuff like that. Yep. I saw that one, and you know, the way it smacked me was I walked past it. I saw it out to the corner of my eye. Walked past the stop, looked at it, and says, okay, you know, not bad. I like that. Continued on, walked around doing some other stuff, came on back, caught me out of the other side of the eye. Like, you know, let me look at this again. And had the guy pull it out of the case. As soon as he pulled it out of the case, bam, that's all I just say. Both sides of my face, you know. I said, yeah, wrap it up. Wrap it up.
I'm trying to tell you, Godfather, man. Hey, ain't that crazy how a simple timepiece, y'all. Look, man, I'll show you. I got a couple of them out here. A simple timepiece. You can look at it and it's just like, to you, this is like the most amazing thing, man. But for me, I'm gonna tell you this. Outside of liking these pieces, outside of liking my hats and my shoes, I love the fact that I can jump on here and say, hey, y'all, look what I got. And it's like show and tell in school when you was in grade school, when you were like, hey, you want to say stuff, and everybody like, oh, dang, look what he got. Oh, man, he got, man, G.I. Joe with the grip and everything, man, that's tight. That's how I feel here, man. You get to celebrate with people, man, and they genuinely love you for that. It's nothing about, oh, man, he got another piece. Oh, here he go. He think he's something. None of that. It's none of that.
Nah, and the thing is, they listen to it, and it's the story behind it, how excited you are. Okay, just because I don't like it doesn't mean I'm not excited about the story. Okay, the story behind, you saw this watch, it smacked you in the face. Oh, look at it. You turn around and paired this with your watch, you know, with your sneakers and your hat and everything. You put together an ensemble. Now, how many people out there do that? Somebody will turn around. They don't have as many watches, so their watches are neutral. Okay, so no matter what they wear, they can wear the same watch with it, you know? We have people out there that are putting outfits together. I mean, John's wife, Christy, you know, she does her little thing, you know, for the women and stuff like that. These are fantastic. It gives people a perspective on wanting to go out and get a watch. You know, I had a person who never wore a watch. Okay, never wore a watch, and talked about, man, you know, I never wore a watch. I always thought about getting a watch, but I just never
Keep
wore one.
talking, Godfather. I gotta grab something.
All right. So I turned around and, bought them a watch, and it's like they loved it. It was something that, they may not have bought for themselves, but the fact that, hey, it was something given to them, the design and everything like that, and they just love the way it is. So, yeah, this family.
It is good. It is good to celebrate and show your watches and stuff like that, man. I mean, it's a beautiful thing, man. I can't say enough about it, Godfather, man. It's like I can't even put it into words, man. It's a whole different vibe, man. And see, that's the thing. Like when I sat and talked, when I was with some of Steve, the Watch Corners people, and we were actually having these discussions. Like, is it a cult following? Is it? I mean, and I guess if you look at it, it can be sort of cultic, but we don't look at it from that perspective. For the most part, it's like we like to watch. It's a feeling.
Yeah.
But once we went on that cruise and we got to really put, like you said, you know the name.
Yeah.
Because when I first met you, I'm gonna tell you something. When I first met you, what we talked a million times doing power plays and all this other stuff.
Yep.
And you were always courteous in the chat. You know what I'm saying? And then I heard you. First time I heard you call in, I said, "This dude sounds cool." So, Godfather, I'm gonna tell you something. Outside of the high anticipation of going to a cruise, when I finally you said, "Hey, I'm the Godfather," I was like, "Yo, wait a minute, hold up." I was like, "Hold up, no, we're gonna do this right. We're gonna do this right." Because I felt like you deserved that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first met Bob, you know what I'm saying? And I know I'm gonna feel like that when I finally meet Vic. I talk to Vic all the time, man. Like it's crazy, And Victor Ryan, I'm gonna be 100 with you.
Yeah.
And Victor Ryan, I talked to him on a before we got on the cruise. He saw that like I was chatting all the time and just talking, and I remember sending him a message, because I was asking him a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah.
He hits me up. He said, "Hey, what do you think about doing a Skype or doing this, that, and the other?" So he hit me up. He said, "Hey, here's my phone number. Call me for this." He said, "I do." He was like, "Out of respect, I'm going to ask you not to share my number." And I said, "I'll never do that. I will never do that."
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "But you have been so active in the community, man, and I just want you to keep in touch." No problem. And this is just over the phone. And when I finally got a chance to meet him on the cruise, bro, it was like, okay, this dude's on TV all the time. I don't know how he's going to act, really.
Yeah.
No cameras rolling. No, like everybody wants to get an autograph and then take a picture with him. But like when all that smoke cleared, I'm sitting there just like this, me and Ryan talking.
Yeah.
And he said, "Man, like we're not even talking watches at this point. We're talking life." He was telling me about his kids. Like this dude was telling me about his lifestyle outside of this. And I said, this guy's genuine. He's very genuine because I'm from Chicago. Y'all know that, man. I've met so many celebrities in my life to where some of these celebrities out here, man, are so anal. They're so distant and disconnected from reality to where I'm like, all right, I don't want to fool with you. But this guy, Ryan and Kendi.
They were cool, And matter of fact, the first day of the cruise, of the last cruise and everything like that, we're up in the Lido deck. We're in the buffet area, right? So it's me, my brother, and my nephew. We're sitting there. Ryan and Jay-Z comes in, and he was coming over to talk to somebody else. And, I introduced myself, and he, great respect and everything. "Hey, Godfather, how you doing?" I said, "Yeah, and this is my nephew." I said, "This is my brother." I said, "Oh, my brother's asleep." I said, "I don't know why he's asleep," right? So Ryan went over and took a picture, okay? Okay. My brother is out like a light, and Ryan took this picture, okay, and we turned around. Later on, we told my nephew and I, we said, "Yeah, man, you were asleep. Ryan came over, said hi, he took a picture with you while you were asleep." He's like, "Man, no, he didn't." I turned and whipped it. I said, "Well, damn." That's just how cool Ryan is, and Kendi, you know, just like you, when I first, you go to talk to them and they on their personality. So you're like, yeah, how are they going to be? Are they personable? Or are they going to be like, yeah, hi, how you doing? Shake your hand and keep right on moving. But
Mhm.
I mean, come on. These folks know us.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not like, oh well, yeah, one of our collectors collects this. No. Hey, yeah, one of our, good collectors, Travis goes by Trap Vision. One of our collectors, Godfather. One of our collectors, Kevin. We call him Venom Kevin. One of our collectors, Vic. We sometimes call him Magna Vic. So I mean, these people who you would think are unapproachable, turn out to be very approachable.
Very.
And like you said, they're there, and during their free time, you want to give them their space. But when they see you, they come up and talk to you. It's like,
All right, Kyle. See you later, Kyle.
yeah, see you later, man.
Yep.
It's like it's like, hey, I understand and everything like that, but you would figure somebody on their free time, don't want to be bothered.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But Ryan is the type of person, and I've seen him to where he was laying out on the sun. This is in 2019. Okay. I'm in the buffet area, and him and Merritt go out there, get on the lounges,
Mm-hmm.
They got their little free time and stuff like that, and he would be sitting there and people would come by, and now people would wave, and he would wave and actually start talking.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna be respectful. Hey, how you doing? And keep right on going. No, he's stopping the people and talking with them. That's just the type of person that he is. He just, it enjoys the camaraderie of this
Right.
family.
Right.
And,
Right.
and Kendi, I mean, what can I say about her? I mean, just an all around wonderful person. Seeing her and talk to her while she wasn't on air, and just as personal as Ryan, having a good time, yeah, I got my husband, and yeah, I got my kids, I got to get them ready for college and stuff like that. It's like, okay, this is fantastic, versus, yeah, hi, nice to meet you. Let me move on.
You know what? And see, I had mentioned when I first started doing like on this episode today, I was talking about the content creators that's out there. And I said this before, man. There's the Teddy Bulbasaur, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I watched his shows, man. I listened to him. He's very knowledgeable, man. He has some great content. But it was one episode that I say it was out of character where he was attacking the ladies on QVC.
Yes.
But then he attacked Kendi. Now, I don't know them ladies on QVC, but like, and the thing about those ladies on QVC, God bless their heart. They do the best they can because they got thousands upon thousands of items that they have to cover. They may know more about jewelry or clothing than watches. And like, all they can do is give the information that's on their cue cards and try to do it in a certain time. He didn't consider that before he started chopping them down. I said, this is far from what you normally do. I don't know who talked you into doing that, but I saw how many, and I went down the rabbit hole just to see how many people would, comment. And I said, you know what, a lot of you guys is commenting against them. And then he puts Kendi in the same, he talked about Kendi. That pissed me off. And then he was like, I'm like, that, I'm gonna be honest, that pissed me off. I said, dude, you have lost my respect. I know I don't mean nothing to you. I mean, he's a big time YouTuber. The guy, he's a watch expert or whatever the case is. Me and him ain't never crossed paths. And if we do, I can care less. And I tell him to his face, bro, you was out of character. You was out of pocket. And even, like I said, I don't know those ladies on QVC. They did the best they could. You know what I'm saying? So who are you? I mean, because you're a content creator, and yes, you're going to get criticized. And I know he got a fan base, and all these people, if they knew I was saying this about him, they'd probably come over here and be like, well, who are you in? Guess what? If you ever happen to on this page and you're watching and you don't like the fact that I said that.
Number one,
I don't care.
Yeah, you can't fault somebody okay, who doesn't know the product because that's not what they do. I can sell you a watch. Okay. I can tell you about a watch, what's written on this cue card here. Okay. Does that mean I know everything about the watch? No. So you can't fault anybody for that. Okay. Like you said, they're reading what's on their cue card. When they get to Kendi and stuff like that. Now, Kendi knows a lot more than most.
Yeah.
Okay. But again, she's still reading off of cue. This is one of the reasons why, Shop HQ and stuff, when they do the Invicta watches, they have the brand ambassadors. They have Ryan and Jay-Z.
Exactly.
When they do jewelry and stuff like that, they have the people who's dealing with this jewelry come on board. They're smart enough to do this so that these people can tell you what it is that you want to hear. So you don't sit up there and get on anybody for giving the information of what they have. I will never blame anybody for that. And you never turn around and badmouth anybody because you don't know. Unless you're there, you don't know.
You know how personal we are with everybody here, man.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with us when one of us attack another collector, like, bro,
yeah, no.
That ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that, And of course, all of us don't agree with each other. We do bump heads and stuff like that. Some talk, some don't. There's people that don't deal with you completely, and that's just the way it is. But all the bad mouthing and the bad press that go along with that,
no,
distasteful, and there's no room for that. There's no room for that, man. I mean, look, dude, when we say, like, when I come in, Godfather, you know this, every time I come in, I either say, yo, family, I might just say family, what's happening, family. That F word means a lot. That holds a lot of weight. And
yes, it does.
You guys actually helped me see that, because prior to me getting it with, like, Invicta people, I had my watches, man. I had my Seikos, and I had two Seikos. I had my one Citizen, some other watches. I had a nice little collection of other watches. And and my thing is, I didn't talk to anybody really, about it. I didn't, create this fan base. Now, when I was in the Army, what we did, when one person got a new Casio, and depending on what model Casio, he'd be like, oh, snaps, oh, he got it, man. He just got that G-Shock. The one he paid, like, well, it was 160. Oh, man. So we're sitting there, and there's a moment in time where we're marveling over his watch, and he's going through, he said, hey, look, it can tell time zones over here. It can do this. We're like, whoa, that's tight, man. And then, my commander comes out. He said, I got this new tactical watch. Look at this. Look what it did. He had a compass on his watch, and I'm like, dang. He said, I got GPS on it too. I was like, what? This is crazy. And we celebrated like that, but nothing like this. So when I say, for those that are watching, if you're going to analyze and look and see what we're talking about, you have to dig a little deeper before you make a final decision. You can look at all my videos. I got 353 videos. Saying, like, I'm like, dude, you pick one. All of them not the best, but that was my heart. I put it into it. So even the ones that I'm like, ooh, did I do that? Yep, they mine. They belong to me. And YouTube, of course. I mean, because it's their platform. But this is my heart, and this is where I was listening to Anwar last night, and he said, Trap, when you're doing your videos, don't change for nobody. Do your videos, just put them out. That's that.
Exactly.
And
people are not going to like everything you say, everything you do, and everything like that there, And I tell people this: if you tell me you don't like something, okay, I don't have a problem with that.
Right.
When I ask you why you don't like it, have an answer for me. Okay, you'll have people, well, I just don't like it. Well, what about it don't you like? I don't like Trap's video. Well, what about it don't you like? Okay, I don't like this watch. What about it don't you like? Give me a valid reason as to why you don't like something. Well, you know what? This watch is nice, but I really don't like it because I don't like the dragon cutout. Okay? That's a reason as to why you don't like the watch.
Right.
Okay, but just to say you don't like it without having a reason, whether it's anything, that could be on anything. You know,
True.
hey, you don't like my ribs. Why? Then my family going to get on you. They're going to like, what do you mean you don't like his ribs? You know,
Yeah. Yeah. I
yeah.
mean,
So
and this it goes back and forth, Godfather, man. It goes back and forward. But one thing you can't take away is the happiness, the excitement we get. And like every Sunday, think about this.
yeah,
How many years have we poured into power play?
yes,
We have
yes.
been going to power play religiously, man. This has been, oh my gosh, I don't know how long has power play even been a thing, man, where we just
It's been a
go,
minute, man. It's been a
like
minute.
just go in and it's like it's almost like watching Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? On football. I
Yeah.
know everybody watch their teams on Sunday and they respect and they're smart how they do their time. They'll say, okay, there's a game on, so we're gonna start the shows at 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Because we
Mhm.
know that we're not gonna have everybody's attention at
Right,
8
right,
if
right.
we start at 8 because there's a game going. Their favorite team is
Yep, yep,
playing
yep.
right now. So like, and it's crazy. So you watch your football and now you sit back and relax. Either your team won or your team won, that'll inspire you to buy new pieces. You're like, hey
Yeah.
man, what you want? I'm about to go, man. I'm about to get that new diamond piece. I'm gonna go get
Hmm.
this dragon piece. I'm gonna go get
Yep.
this looper. Yes, sir. Let's go. And it all goes. I mean, it all goes back and forth with each other, hand in hand. But I still say this, and I say this to all the content creators, even those that come in, because some guy featured me on. He actually took my picture
Hmm.
and posted it on one of his videos. And somebody, I can't remember who it was. I think it may have been Average Joe. Was like, hey, you got featured in somebody else. But this guy, he really don't like Invicta. He likes the pro divers, like the homage pieces. He don't get
Right.
into the major pieces, but like he was talking about the Invicta experience. And
Hmm.
I think I was one of the last clips he used in explaining the watch. Now, I didn't watch the whole video. He could have been dogging Invicta out, but it's just the fact that there are other content creators that are watching these things. They're
Yes.
looking, they're
Yes.
analyzing, and I've said some stuff that like really people got upset about. I've had people inbox me and tell me off. Not that
Right.
much, but like I've had a few, and I say this to anybody that's coming here, and I thank you for being here right now. If I never get the silver play button here on YouTube, if I never make it to what I want, and
Hmm.
I'm still gonna put content out because I enjoy my watches. I
Yes.
enjoy my large timepieces. I
Yeah.
enjoy the weird looking ones. I enjoy the crazy color schemes. I enjoy all of this stuff. I enjoy it with a passion. But most importantly, people like Godfather that's on here, man. I enjoy him. Rico, Rich, anybody that is associated with the watch and considered to be family, I enjoy it. And
Yes.
that's just it. I
And
make
we
these
enjoy you
videos.
back, man.
Yeah,
We
bro.
enjoy watching your videos and stuff like that. It's I don't understand, people's displeasure on things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I don't understand, especially like I said earlier, when they don't have a valid point to their displeasure. Your content, your shows, okay, there are times where I might not get to your show live because of whatever reason.
Right.
Okay. But it's guaranteed I'm getting to that show. I'm going to watch it. So I'll watch it in the replay. And I find myself in the replays, okay, wanting to comment on something that you said or something that's, and I can't. It's like, okay, I can't do this. Man. I said, man, if I had caught this, I could have said this. I wanted to say that, like, but this is all good. I mean, this makes me, I don't care about anybody else. It makes me happy to be able to talk with people about a common interest. Okay, your
Right.
likes and dislikes about the common interest. And we do not judge each other on this.
Right.
Okay, this is a judgment free zone. I have said that many times as well. we will not judge you based on what you like, what you don't like. You know, it's just, you come here, just like when Ryan and Kendi, when we, telling everybody to come into chat. This is who we are. We just enjoy talking with each other and having a good time. Now, if you join the chat during power play, okay, be prepared to be enabled, or as I say, encouraged with style.
Exactly.
Okay,
it's going down.
It's going to happen. Okay.
It's going down.
If you mention, "Ooh, I like that watch," be prepared to have practically everybody saying, "Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it."
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
It's all in fun. Nothing that we say or do forces you to do that. Okay.
Right.
This is all in fun. Okay. And, just like with any family, okay, you will have your black sheeps and everything like that. And you will have people that's going to be, problem childs and everything like that. That's with any family. Okay. Mm-hmm. What we have to do as the patriarchs of this family, mm-hmm. Is to take these words that people say against us, okay, and just throw them away. You remember when we were talking before, and I said, words have power.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you react to what somebody says, that person now has power over you. So you don't react, okay? Have those words lose the power, and then the person that said all of this is now going to look like a fool because they try to get a rise out of you, and you just pay them no mind. Okay, like I said, it's mind over matter. I don't mind because you don't matter.
Okay? That's true. You're right about that.
I mean, my brother and I, we talk, and like I said, there are plenty of times he'll say, "Man, you're an a-hole," and I'll be like, "And?" He's like, "You know what? No matter what I say to you, I can never get a rise out of you." And I'm like, "Why? Why am I going to give you that power, that satisfaction, of giving me to react to something so minute? You tell me something I don't know if you want a reaction. I'm an a-hole. Yeah, I already know that." Tell me something I don't know. Make me react. It's like, "Hey man, you hungry?" "Yeah, and that's why I'm going to get something to eat."
True. You're right about that. You're right about that, Godfather. You know what I'm saying? And everything is a learning process, and you grow into it. You grow into it, man. Yes. I had to go into this role because you remember, was it almost 2 years ago, man? Somebody had left the worst comment you can leave.
Yes.
I was so mad to where I was like, "Dude, I'm done." I'm like, "I'm finished." And y'all was like, "Trap, what are you doing?"
That's it.
Like, they like, "Hey, if you gotta take a break, take a break. But you like doing this, bro. Wait, look, forget them." And it was a battle back and forth in between collectors and this person. They just came and dropped it. Like, you have to have thick skin doing this. You just do but you know what? I give and I'll say this. As a collector, we don't know what AL goes through on a regular basis. It's times where and I've been guilty of saying this, like, "AL, what you doing, man? You should be doing X, Y, Z."
Yeah.
I'm not in his position, right? He said something now, it was profound the other day. He said, "I'm not worried about the rest of the watch community, what they talking about. I'm just concerned about the collectors that like my product."
Yeah.
And that's that. I was like, And if like you just said, if you give in to all this stuff, because there are more content creators that if you type in, this trips me out. Mm-hmm. If you heard of the lifestyle or Trap Vision, and like, hey, he covers Invicta watches, and you type in Invicta watch, the first 10 videos that pops up are people that hate Invicta.
Yeah.
And that used to drive me crazy. I'm like, wait a minute. They don't even represent. They not ambassadors. They don't even like the brand. How is you two promoting their videos, bro? Get out of here. I couldn't find Tommy. I can't even Fat Cat Collection. Like Fat Cat will be next. and then Tommy, you know what I'm saying? And then
Right,
like
right.
my video, you know what I'm saying? And then John's video. And I'm like,
Yeah.
hold up. How are these dudes holding the first 10 slots, bro? Like that used to just drive me crazy. Then this one guy at the end of his 10th slot, he's like the 11th. It's a guy that's not even doing YouTube. I mean, he may still be doing YouTube stuff, but he's not talking to Victor. His videos are 4 years old. And I said, why do you still have his? And he got like 200,000 views on it. And I'm not tripping. Hey, more power to you, bro.
Yeah,
My thing is he hasn't done any updated videos because we like watching. When you get a watch, a new Invicta watch, I want to see who's unboxing, unveiling. That's when I jumped off in the guy. When I started looking at guys' videos, and I'm like, okay, my man's singing. Yes, man. I was like, okay, I'm done with this. This dude is hilarious, man. Oh, that was the funniest thing, man. Like, and I was watching it. Was that last night? I was just going back through the videos, like, wow, man. And the one thing I could say is, I hope whoever in his family, like, leave that up for us. I know I talked to Joy last night on Bulldog,
right.
and I think they have a clip of every time he talked or all his messages. So it's like, even though he's gone from us in the present, we still captured him on these chats, bro. And we just gonna keep it pushing. We gonna keep it. I mean, look, this right here alone, like I said, this watch is dedicated to God.
Yeah.
One of my favorite pieces. So with that, he ain't going nowhere.
No.
You know what I'm saying? My man guy ain't going nowhere, man. And I'm like, from here on out, if you see my thumbnail, that Guy's Kayak Service is going to be on every last one. And I'm not, that's just it. He's going to be a part of every last one of my videos from here on out. Because he can't do a YouTube video no more. You're not going to forget him about me. Now, if I go somewhere, I hope somebody pick that mantle up and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely, man.
We gonna keep doing that.
Yep.
Hey, Godfather, is 8:45, my friend. We got 15 minutes before the big show comes on. And then we get to go in there and either buy some watches or talk somebody into buying watches. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, Godfather, before we go, is there anything on your list that you're looking to get?
There's nothing this week because I, shopped ahead and everything like that and saw stuff. So there's nothing on my list that I'm looking to get this week. However, if they bring out something surprising, let's say they bring out another pocket watch. You know how I am with my pocket watches. So, they come out with a pocket watch and, hey, surprise me. Say, this is now the Godfather pocket watch. You want this style. Hey, it's mine. But nothing this week. Of course, like you said, the Grand Diver, Blue Label Grand Diver with the Sellita SW200. I'm definitely looking at that there. And I am looking at a couple of pieces with the R150s in them. It's just, I got to see while I see the artist rendering, I need to see a little bit more before I make that decision and stuff. So,
okay. And I want to encourage everybody that's watching, everybody at home that's watching, go through God's videos, man, and let's jump on this challenge, man. I challenge you guys, if you don't have those watches in your collection, grab them, pick them up, and post them with either you singing or a musical note on there, man.
Yep.
So I plan on, there's some watches that God has in his collection that I don't have in mind, and I'm going to grab those, and those will be, I'm starting a Guy collection. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting a Guy collection. I'm going to have the dive case for it, the whole 9. There's going to be the Guy dive case. I'm gonna see if I can get his kayak service airbrushed on my dive case.
Right.
He will be a part of every show from here on out. Posted somewhere in the corners. I don't care. It's gonna be here, well, one way or another. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be in the thumbnail. But yeah, I will have that on there. I'm actually, what I'm thinking of. In memory of Guy, I'm gonna get. I haven't had a hat made in a minute. A lifestyle hat. The next one I get, man, I'm gonna actually have Guy's name on the back of my hat. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna keep his memory live, you know what I mean? So that's what it is. So with that being said, let's see. Okay, nephew said he's going to keep his YouTube videos up. And
Okay, good.
wait a minute, another 30 videos of him just singing. Oh man.
Okay, good, good.
Man, yes. That's good stuff, man.
Yes.
That
yes.
is good stuff, man. Oh wow. Hey, yeah, fine guy. Okay, let's see. God was known by so many more people than we thought. The family has decided to do an open ceremony for him. If the new guy wanted to say goodbye in person, you will have to chant. Oh, bet.
Okay, definitely. That's good. That's good.
What's up, bro? Hey, my brother Meek now. Hey, bro, we about to end the chat because we got like 10 minutes. What's up, man? Flowers? Sure. Okay. My neighbor's about to give me some free flowers, yo.
Hey.
he was waiting. I was wondering when he walked in the yard and was just looking at me. And I was like, what's up, bro? Hey, but you know what? Again, man, you know what's cool? That's neighborly right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's family everywhere. And it don't even have to be associated with a watch. But I know sometimes they ask me, like, what are you doing? Why you always got those watches out there on the porch? Like, I'll do videos. Oh, and they'll watch me, bro. Like, they'll sit and watch me do the thing. They like, that's like a newscast. And this dude is a TV man over here with watches. Kids be having me crying laughing, man. I see some kid, he don't even live, well, he lives over here. So we live in a dead end street, but like there's an apartment building, a complex at the very end of my street, but it's blocked off by a gate. And this guy walks past. He said, hey, man, that's the watch dude. I was like, hey, these people be like really looking. I know DC be like, hey, don't bring all your watches out there. They say, I got it. I mean, you don't want to break in this house. I just put it. No. Even if you do, everything's insured. So, you know, just leave me, you know, don't take my stuff, man. Don't do it. Don't take the stuff. Just leave me alone. Just bypass. Go on back. If you want to watch, I'll pick out the watches that you can get.
How about you go? Yeah.
So anyway, y'all, man, I'm about to get out of here, man. I thank everybody for joining.
Yes.
We got 10 minutes before power play jumps on, and I'll see you already know I'm gonna be in the power play running my mouth. Yes. And I'm pretty sure, just depending, Godfather may call in, and it just depends. If something slaps him in the face,
exactly,
you're gonna hear a call from Godfather. You know what I'm saying? So, family, man, thank you so much for coming in. Meet and I, my brother and sister, thank you guys for coming. They know they family for sure. Really love them, man. Love all y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's no different, man. All you guys got nothing but love for me. You know what I'm saying? My family loves you, man. Like, it's crazy. We a big family.
Big family.
So if you haven't joined along and you want to join in with it, you know what I'm saying? You can follow me here. Click. I'm on Instagram as well as Facebook, because actually I got to do my 25 push-ups for PTSD awareness. Yep. I do that on Facebook, so I'm gonna knock that out here. I got to turn my hat around because I got to get on the ground. So y'all, do not waste time with each other, man. Don't let another day go by without you making amends with folks. As many people as you possibly can. People that want to be in your life, they don't want to be with you. They just don't. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not gonna fit in your life, but those that's worth fighting for, keep them close, man, and just let's help. You know what I'm saying? Build each other up. That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And y'all already know, man. Until the next lightning strike, man. Everybody in the chat be blessed. You know what I mean?